In this video, I'm going to talk about another reason to trade with the trend. Stay tuned. Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you. Okay, so we know trading with the trend ultimately is one of the best things we can do with the wind behind us. It allows us to get a not quite a good entry. We don't have to be that right with our timing. You know, with just having that likelihood that the market's going to push in our direction at some point helps the trade no end. Okay, we know that, but here's another reason why we should be trading with the trend. If we look at a standard kind of uptrend here, and yes, this is very clinical and very kind of simplified, but you know, real world trends do look like this. Sometimes they're sharper, sometimes they're shallower. An uptrend is an uptrend. What often happens is the move from low to high before the retracement is much bigger. So this is going to be more like, let's say if we're trading a currency pair, 400 pips. You know, this move here is going to be, you know, maybe 180 pips. I'm just plucking those numbers out of the air, obviously, and proportionally maybe we're not quite right there, but you get the point. Then this is going to be, you know, we'll have a good kind of 500 point drive again, and then maybe we get, you know, a 200 point pullback, a 200 pip pullback. Okay, and then again, maybe we get like another 390 point move, 390 pip move. We're in a currency pair, aren't we? The point is, look how sensible, that's probably the wrong word, but look how helpful it is to have this wider range on your side. You know, if you're trading now, of course, within each of these uptrends, we're not going to have a straight line. It's going to have coming down and play around back and forth. But if we're aligning ourselves with that trend, we don't have to be that good at getting a good entry, and we've got more profit potential. Okay, sure. Let's imagine we were the very best at trading. We always got the lows and highs. You know, we're in at the low, we're in at the low, we're in at the low. That makes sense. Just by common sense, we can get 400 from that, 500 from that, 390. In the real world, that's not going to be the case, is it? We are going to be a little bit late to the party. We might not get the best entry. So trading with the trend allows us to make a few errors from our entry perspective, but also it gives us more opportunity to profit. We can start to run our trades. We can say, you know what, could go on for much longer. And psychologically, that's so useful for us, because if we're shorting this, okay, if we're shorting in an uptrend, and that's a very feasible strategy. It's a separate strategy to discuss. There's lots of things to be cautious of with that. But if we are doing that, always in the back of our mind, we're thinking we're in an uptrend, we could turn at any point. And so we're not in the mindset of let's hold this, let's hold the trade. And many of us have that issue of we're trying to hold the trade as long as possible, let the winners run, cut the losers short. If we align ourselves with the trend and we're kind of long at some point in the middle here, and we know historically we've done kind of 400 point moves before we've had a decent down move, and we're 100 point late to the party, we know that, hey, we're okay. We can look for those extended targets. We can look for it to break through. We can sit through some noise that's going to come against us in that big move. Of course, you're going to have a day against you, a couple of days against you. You're going to have some times when you feel a little bit of heat on it. But you can sit through it because you know that it's the right thing to do, because the history has told you the trend is in your favor, the moves are bigger. Whereas if you were trying to be clever and going short, you're always going to be thinking, you know, this could turn at any time. Every time you see like a little double bottom or something, you're going to be thinking, oh, you know, that could be a turning point now. We've kind of done 100 pips already. You know, where's it going to go? I'm in a bit late on this, and your mindset's going to be shifted. Whereas if you're trading long, and you kind of, if we inverse that and we come up and you're kind of hitting that double top, you're not going to think of it as double top. You're going to think, well, it's just another level to break through, because, hey, we've only done 300 pips. We've probably got another 200 to go. So that's the kind of thing that we want to be aware of, and just being, you know, aligning ourselves with the trend. There's multiple reasons to do it. This is just another reason to do it, guys. You get more profit potential on the upswings as you do with the downswings. It's very simplified, but you can see how in the real world environment, it's so useful, especially from the psychological perspective, and especially from an operational perspective of just actually executing the trades. All right, guys, thumbs up if you like this kind of stuff. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.